Jacob Trouba is now a human wrecking ball, apparently. He's been doing his best Scott Stevens impression with three monstrous hits this past week. Absolutely ran over Luke Kunin during the second period in a 1-0 loss to the Preds. Clobbered Jujar Kara in a really unfortunate play where he had his head down and just, didn't see the bus coming, and then just rolled over Nathan McKinnon and had to fight Gabe Landeskog for it. So, Harry, to go back to your point about Torts saying that the game is, getting softer, it seems like Trouba's got the other thing in mind.
Yeah, Max chomping at the bit right now, so I'm gonna let him go. No?
You go ahead.
All right. Yeah, look, I'm probably gonna rant a little bit here, but like, and it's less about Torts, but it's just like I'm seeing shit online where people are just absolutely livid over these hits, like just like, oh my God, this has to be taken out of the game and like all this stuff. And it's just like, dude, all three hits were clean. Like, I don't understand what you're looking at. I mean, there's a rule that as long as the head isn't the principal point of contact, then you're fine. Well, the head inevitably is going to, snap, jerk, whatever adjective you want to use when you get absolutely, railroaded on the ice. So if you look at all three of these hits, nowhere is the head the principal point of contact. And people are like, this needs to be taken out of the game. It's unnecessary, blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, like, I get what you're saying. It sucks to see a guy get stretchered, but there's a really simple solution to this. Keep your fucking head up. Like, I don't understand what you don't get about that. Like, you are putting yourself at risk when you don't keep your head up. And one of the best players in the world, Nathan McKinnon, got caught with his head down. Like, anybody's susceptible to this. Like, the purpose to hit someone isn't to injure them. It's to separate them from the puck. And Trouba's doing exactly that. He's just doing his job. And if you want to change the rules, I mean, I guess you have that opinion. I'm going to disagree with you. And this is where I'm going to tie Torts into this. Like, if we could somehow have the quote unquote honest and hardened game that he's talking about, right? You take the physicality of what he is saying hockey should be and go back to, and combine it with the speed and the skill of the Zegrases, the McDavids, and you punch it all together, you have a perfect hockey. That's what people want to see. They want to see fights. They want to see hits. But they also want to see goals and skill and speed. And, you mesh all these things. It's the perfect game. Somewhere in the, I think maybe down the road, we'll kind of revert back a little more like the tougher game. I feel like sports go in cycles. But regardless, I mean, if you're bitching about these Trouba hits, I think you're an idiot personally, but that's just me.
I'm really glad I let you go first because you did most of the work for me. That's pretty much what I was going to say. I have a couple things to add. I do think that the Kara one was the toughest one out of all of them. Obviously,
sure.
the result of it was the toughest one too. But I think that that's really the only one for me that I could see even any kind of argument. The Kunin one was clean as day. That's a show that to kids that are learning how to hit
right there.
Show that to kids that are learning how to hit, because that is literally like hockey 101. Like, this is how you separate a guy from the puck, like Harry said. The McKinnon one, it's like you said. I mean, you don't expect a guy like that to get caught with his head down, but he did, and that's on him. Unfortunately, it's on the puck carrier in all three of those situations.